Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Lynn. We are Lynn and Will of LynnandWill.com.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Is it Monday?
Happy Monday, everybody. August 17th. We hope you had a great weekend. And thank you for joining our Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who we are...
Wait, before we get started with all that.
Oh, let's go. All right, ready to rock and roll.
There we go. All right.
Gotta do it right?
Yeah. High fives are really good when you do them right.
So if you don't know who we are and you aren't following us, but you like our content, give us a follow at LynnandWill.com. So who are we? We are digital networkers or digital marketers to help you learn the all-important attraction marketing skill sets. Because in 2020, and we're inching into 2021, you can learn to leverage social media the successful way as well as the professional way, the way that will give you the results that you deserve. How? Number one, on Facebook alone, there's 3.1 billion people.
3.1 billion, huh?
3.1 billion, and that's risen from 2.6 billion since the beginning of 2020. Is that a lot of people that have already gone onto the Facebook platform? Absolutely it is. As well as Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. But Facebook is the Mac Daddy. They have the most amount of people who are interacting daily.
Yeah, considering the world's population is only about 8 billion. So
right.
3.1 billion of that is on Facebook alone.
So do you think you could create a business and leverage social media using Facebook? You absolutely can. But, well, not but. You can reach a global audience, you can reach a massive audience, but the most important part is that you get to target your audience. Learning attraction marketing, you target the exact audience that's interested in what you have to offer, whether it's your company, your products, whatever it is that you have to offer. Attraction marketing will get you there.
Exactly. So if you're the traditional network marketer, let me guess, you're making those lists of 100. You are prospecting everybody within 3 feet. You're chasing your family and your friends, and because you want to introduce your opportunity. But the most important is that you are prospecting everybody you come in contact with. And people are running away from you, aren't they, a little bit? So what attraction marketing does that is it reverses that course. So attraction marketing changes up the algorithms, because that's what we're going to talk about today, in your own personal way of doing it. So you want to become the hunted, instead of the hunter. So I'm going to sum it up in 3 sentences, as I always do. So here's what attraction marketing actually is. Attraction marketing is the method that allows you to identify and attract people who are already looking to buy exactly what you have to offer. Attraction marketing is the polar opposite of bugging, begging, chasing, or convincing people to listen to you. And lastly, attraction marketing allows you, the network marketer, to save time as you automate the prospecting process. So if you're coming to us live, please give us a little love by dropping us a heart emoji in the comment section below. If you're coming to us on a replay, please give us a hashtag replay so we can give you a shout out later. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns during this Facebook Live, by all means, drop them in the comments section below, or you can certainly send us a message through Facebook Messenger. And as always, we like to know where our audience is coming from, so if you would please drop your location in the comments section below, we'd like to know that, wouldn't we?
Yes.
So we do have some wonderful value content today that is going to be a whole week of algorithms, and more algorithms. So, Lynn, why don't you tell us what we're going to talk about this week?
Okay, so today's Facebook Live and Wednesday and Friday as well is going to be 10 hacks and pro tips to beat the Facebook algorithm in 2020. Now, I'm going to go through just the 10 and give you a highlight. Today, we're going to talk about the frequency of your posts. The second one, providing value in your posts. And the third one, creating genuine conversations and asking questions. And on Wednesday, we'll discuss never using links in your descriptions. That's a biggie. Creating evergreen content. The length of your videos. And posting your video vertically. And
We've been upside down.
right.
Anyway, good. Oh, anyway, we'll talk more about that.
And avoid phishing. Yes, I said phishing. Training the algorithm. And 10, what is the best time to post? So today we're going to start with the first 3. The frequency of your posts, providing value in your posts, and creating genuine conversations and asking conversations in your posts. So, with that being said, did you have anything to add?
Yeah, I'm gonna start it off with a little narrative about algorithms, and then Lynn's gonna take it over and start going through those steps. But to actually understand the hacks of algorithms, you kind of have to understand what an algorithm actually is. Facebook over the years has been changing its algorithm, not because of quantity, which they used to be interested in, because they want a quantity of people. As you know, they have 3.1 billion. So now they're reversing their steps and they're going to quality. They're looking for the quality of what is on Facebook. They want to make sure that the people that are using their platform are happy campers. So they're looking for quality. So they changed their algorithm. I think they've been working on it for maybe 3 or 4 years. And what they base their algorithms are, let me make sure I got this right, are 4 things: inventory, signals, predictions, and score. So inventory, this represents all the content on Facebook that is available to show in a user's newsfeed. So that's anything you put on your newsfeed. That is called the inventory. So that's what they look at. Also, stories have become part of the inventory. So anything you put on your your newsfeed or anything that's on your stories are the inventory. So then they said, okay, now we need signals that are attached to that content or the inventory. And signals are like things that are like likes, comments, shares, engagement, anybody that replies on a video or comments on anything that you post. Those are signals. So Facebook is monitoring the signals. Of course, the more signals, the more Facebook likes it, because they are keeping, number one, they're keeping you on the platform, and number 2, you're having a great experience. If you notice the emojis that or what do they call? They're called emojis, right? The likes and the hearts and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lost it there for a minute. There's none of them that are negative. They're all a positive experience, whether it's a heart or a comfort or a like or a sad or a ha ha ha, whatever it might be. Those are signals. So they're all positive signals. So the more of those you get, the more Facebook is happy. Predictions. This is where they're kind of not so kind of wishy-washy. So Facebook decides what to show a user based on their profile, newsfeed preferences, and past behaviors. So Facebook remembers everything. So if you're kind of a negative Nelly and you're putting people down, you're causing people to dislike things that you're putting on your content, Facebook knows this, and they know it from the start of your Facebook page. So if you are a negative Nelly and you want to change yourself around, it takes a while for Facebook to relearn who you really are. So watch those negative posts and keep it down to a minimum, especially if you're a digital network marketer. And this is kind of a cool little fact. So nearly 3/4 or 74% of the users didn't know Facebook maintained this. They didn't know they kept that kind of information on what type of person that you are on their platform. 27% of the people actually think it's wrong. So Facebook got it wrong on determining who you are, figuring out what your character is. Okay, so that's the third, and the fourth is score. So every piece of content receives a quality score based on its relevance to the user. The higher the score, of course, the greater the chance that it has to appear. So those are the 4 things that Facebook uses to make an algorithm. So
very cool. Thank you for that. That's a lot of great knowledge right there.
So the biggest thing that you want to know about Facebook and algorithms is the algorithm has changed from quantity into meaningful interactions. Meaningful interactions. So think about that every time you post. Meaningful. That's all I got to say. Lynn, you can take it away from here.
Very good. Okay, so today we're going to go over the 3 points, 3 engagement hacks for your Facebook algorithm in 2020. And remember, again, there's 3.1 billion people on Facebook, 3.1 billion people, and increasing exponentially. So the first engagement hack is your frequency of posts. How often should you post?
15, 20 times a day?
Well, a lot of people believe that it's twice a day, but guess what?
Oh, really?
Yes. If you are going to post twice a day, make it at least 6 to 9 hours between each post. But you know what's even better? If you post and you start creating a lot of engagement or people are sharing your post, let your post ride. And if it is continually getting more and more engagement,
leave it.
Leave it. Don't worry about posting again. Let it go until the next day. You want to get as much life from your post as you can. I've had posts that reached over 100 comments, and that kept me going for 3 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's something that we've learned just quite recently. What's it called? Killing it?
Yes.
Killing your post?
Right.
So we
right.
because we have so much content that's ready to go at any time, and so now that's a really cool key thing to know. Right.
So we do definitely monitor the engagement, because if a post is really reaching people, people are interacting with it. I mean, that's what you want on Facebook, right? This is a community of of people all over the world, and as a person who is an attraction marketer, or if you're branding yourself, or you're building your business online, you want to build that know, like, and trust relationship. So your engagement is king, really. So if a post is really giving you a lot of traction, don't post again that day. Wait, see how it is 24 hours after the fact.
That's an awesome one.
That's one part of frequency of your posts. Also, additionally, building the foundation of know, like, and trust. Trust is the foundation of everything, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a business relationship. Trust is king. So Facebook stories are a great way to engage and interact with people. You can ask questions within your Facebook post. You can ask a poll, which is asking a yes or no answer. I mean, there's so much value that you get in Facebook stories that you need to add that as part of your posting regimen. But also, I asked a question last week about whether people preferred Facebook stories versus a Facebook post. And I was really astounded to see half people prefer newsfeed and the other half preferred stories. But I think more often than not, people actually preferred the newsfeed, the traditional newsfeed.
Yeah, it seems kind of funny.
Right.
I think they're migrating though.
Because Instagram with stories and Facebook stories, I believe the Facebook and Instagram platforms are really promoting stories much more than in the newsfeed platform. But don't forget about doing stories. If you're not doing them already, it's a great way to reach other people. So I think some people gravitate to the newsfeed, other people gravitate to the stories. I do both when I'm perusing Facebook, but make sure that stories become incorporated into what you do in addition to your newsfeed.
Sounds good.
So that's number one. So if one gave you any value, or you learned a little tip or a nugget, please drop us a 1 in the comments below.
Yeah, 1 in the comments if we gave you value on number 1.
Now, number 2, do you have anything else to add on that one?
Great. No.
Okay, so number 2 is posting value in your posts. Well, this is a biggie, right? We know a couple of things to totally stay away from, I believe, when you're posting on your stories, especially if you're building a business. If you have a business and you're building it even bigger, or you're just trying to reach more people, pretty much stay out of politics and religion.
Yeah.
That is really divisive, and now there's so many people that feel so strongly, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. We must respect that, but I would stay away from putting that on any of my posts, because it really is not the kind of message you want to send to somebody.
Those items that you don't want to discuss at your in-laws' family.
And some
Those are
people,
what
frankly,
you
don't care, but just kind of want to stay away from that. But providing value, right? You want to provide value. You want to perhaps ask a question or anything educational, anything with training, anything that uplifts, encourages, motivates, helps bring somebody along further. Posting value is the name of the game when posting content out there, right?
Yeah, because that's one of those signals, or one of those indicators that Facebook looks at when they're looking at algorithm, is if there's any value, how they perceive value. If there is value, they'll push you out there further with the reach.
Right, and just as Will had said a bit earlier, posting negative, pretty much stay away from that.
Right.
Facebook doesn't like that.
No.
So you want to provide value in your posts.
Meaningful interaction.
Right, whether it's comedy, entertainment, whatever it is. I mean, but anything with value is definitely the way to go to gain more momentum with your posts. So if that gave you some value, drop a 2 in the comments below. And the third one and the last one for today, regarding engagement hacks for the Facebook algorithm in 2020, is to create genuine conversations and ask questions. Of course, being real and authentic is primary. People can see when you're not authentic or you're fake or you're just salesy, spammy, all of that. You totally want to stay away from. But some things you should consider when you're creating posts are using the words who, or starting with a would, or should, or a which, or asking 2 questions within one post, such as using how would you do this, and then why would you do this?
Well, they don't like that either, huh?
No, they do like it.
Oh, they do? Okay.
It creates longer engagement, and it's a, how do you like this? And then, what do you,
and the reasons why.
Right. Do you like a colder climate versus a warmer climate, and why? Something like that along those lines.
Gotcha.
Right. And that's a very positive within Facebook, and it's a way to create engagement. And it's really fun to ask questions like that too, because you get a variety of answers, and it just gives you, it's just kind of cool how people are all over
They're all different.
the world. Right. We're all very different, but yet we're all very much the same. And it's very funny when you do ask questions like that. I love the engagement posts that I'm able to ask, because
you have some pretty good ones going.
It's very cool. Like even today, whatever I asked, everybody's, what's the best invention in the last 50 years?
Right.
And I'm getting all different types of answers, and it's great. So many things I didn't even consider.
I know, I was going to answer that, but mine was more than 50 years old. So, not saying my age or anything.
Well, that's okay. So that was number 3, creating genuine conversations, because Facebook is all about building community. That's their number 1 target, building community and creating conversations where people want to respond to you is the way to go to get that algorithm rocking and rolling.
There you
right?
go. That's so awesome. I'm just going to add just one thing about the meaningful interactions that Facebook is rocking and rolling on. I'm not going to go in the rabbit hole on this one right here, but I just want to I just can't put enough emphasis on meaningful interaction. So anytime you're posting anything on Facebook and you're a digital marketer, or with any of the other social medias, because they want They want everybody to have a great experience with their thing. So Facebook has definitely changed from there definitely went to quality over quantity. So some of the information that I dug up when I was looking into this had noted that because of these new algorithms that Facebook has developed, they've been developing over the last 3 to 5 years, your organic reach has totally declined. And as they keep adjusting these algorithms, you can see them spike, you can see them go down, you can see them from wild. We see it with our insights all the time. So one week we might have a great set of engagement out there, and then the next week nothing, or it goes down lower. It's just because Facebook is always adjusting those algorithms. So, but just stay on the positive side and always go with that meaningful interaction, and go with those 3 tips that we gave you today, and we have a whole lot more on the list.
Right. So to summarize what we spoke about today, we talked about the frequency of your posts, and it's really important with the frequency of your posts. If you're getting something that's creating a lot of engagement, don't worry about posting a second time. It's not necessary. Keep it going and rocking and rolling, even if it's 3 days, and people keep sharing your posts too. That's creating a lot of engagement. Well, that's good. Ride with that. Number 2, in addition, is adding Facebook stories. Number 2 is posting value. You want to give good content that is educational, informational, anything full of value, and especially positive.
Right.
And the 3rd is creating genuine conversations and asking questions. Engagement is everything with Facebook. And if you're putting posts out there that are creating conversations, creating engagements, well, that's great. That's what Facebook likes, and they're going to keep your algorithm rocking and a-rolling.
That's right. Promote that algorithm. So, as always, I will be putting a link in the comments section below that covers the blog that we've been discussing today. And within that link, you will be able to access, all the way down at the bottom to the hyperlinks, you'll find a free 10-day Attraction Marketing Bootcamp that gives you 10 days of video content that really gets the gears are rolling, the wheels are rolling.
This is a biggie, everybody. This is the bonus that we can offer you. This is the way to start. This is the way to get you on the roadmap, see what the roadmap is, the blueprint, why it works, what the shortcuts are within attraction marketing, that you no longer need certain steps.
The mindset and the skill sets.
Right. I know I totally interrupted you.
No, that's great.
I mean, this is the way to do it. It is free. It'll give you the whole idea for free without spending a dime. And you can see if this is something that you'd like to do, is learn how to leverage social media and build your business online.
Roger. And we also have, or do you want me to go ahead?
Well, within that will be an offer for 59 minutes to buy a book, The Attraction Marketing Formula, for $27. You'll have 59 minutes when you grab that link. And that book is 185 pages. It sounds like it's a lot, but it is an ebook, and it's very simple to read.
Yeah.
And
Very
with
well
that
written.
$27, which is half of a manicure for ladies, you can see more into the Attraction Marketing Formula and how it really works.
And lastly, if you just want to, get on a vid call with us or a video call of some sort and just have a conversation, we can answer any questions that deal with attraction marketing or anything else that you might have a question about. You can simply go over to our webpage at lynnandwill.com and pull down the menu that says Work With Us. I'm sorry, Work With Us?
Yeah, work with us.
Work with us. And schedule a video call that way. Or you can go over to our Facebook fan page and grab the button that says book now, and you can also schedule a video call that way. It doesn't cost you anything to have a conversation with us. Or you can simply drop a comment in the comment section below or send us a message through Facebook Messenger.
So many ways to get in touch with us, right? And if we gave you value, please drop us a V in the comments below.
A V.
Because that is what we strive for, is to give you value and give you a little nugget or a tip or something that you can take away that you learned.
Perfect.
Because that's what we're here to do. We're coaches, mentors, and trainers.
So also tomorrow we are starting our Network Marketers Bookshelf. So we'll be back at it again tomorrow, presenting one of the books that deal with self-help and network marketing.
Perfect.
So anything else?
Nope.
Perfect. And with that being said,
Peace, love, and life. We'll see you 3 p.m. Wednesday.